Because I'm going to receive more material in the same transaction, I'm just going to enter the material numbers here. Select the material number, specify the quantity, specify the plant and the storage location, and specify the stock type. If required, you can also enter the vendor number. Select the next item, enter the quantity, specify the plant and storage location. So for now, I'm just going to enter this data, this only this quantity and the plant and storage location. I'm not going to enter any vendor number. You can't check, errors, post or save. So now when I look at the stock, MMBE for 942, stock is there, 943, stock is there, 944 also stock will be there, right? So now I go to MI01 to create the physical inventory document. Document date specifies the date on which you are creating the document. Planned count date indicates the date on which you are doing the physical count. Now, for your practice, you can enter the same date as the current date. However, in the real time, there will be at least 7 days difference between the document date and planned count date. Enter the plant and the storage location. Press enter. Specify the material numbers. Along with them, specify the stock type that you're going to check. We have 3 basic stock types. Warehouse is unrestricted, so select unrestricted. During the entry of physical count into the system, if the stock has to be entered in any other unit of measure than the base unit, then you have to check this A unit, that is alternate unit. For your practice, just check it. BD indicates batch and background. If the quantities are being uploaded into the system through an Excel file or a database file, then you need to check this to ensure the process is done through the backend. Press enter and save it. The document is created. You want to make changes. You go to MI02, enter the document number, make the necessary changes. You want to take a printout, go to MI21, enter the document number and year. You can execute. It will ask you for the output device. Enter LP0201 during your practice because this is the default print device setup. Click on print preview and it will show you how the document layout will look. This is a standard layout in the SAP system. If the company requires a different layout or it wants to show some additional data, we do that before the installation. So once it is printed, the people doing the physical count it and enter it in this document and send it back to the stores department, where the stores people have to make an entry in the system of the counted quantity. So again, you go to MI04, enter the document number, counted quantity, sorry, the counted date, and here you're going to enter the quantity counted. Now, usually in any physical inventory count, there are 3 possibilities of the stock status. Either there will be more stock, or there will be less stock, or the stock will be the same. So that's the reason why I've taken 3 different material. The first one, I'm going to take more stock. So let's say I'm going to take it as 250. The second one, I'm going to take the same stock. The third one, I'm going to take less stock. You want to make a change to the entered quantity, go to MI04, enter the document number, and make the necessary changes. Now I need to create a difference list, go to MI20, enter the document number, and enter the criteria, click on execute. This is what the system will show in this document for this material. This is the book quantity in this plant and store location, counted quantity, difference quantity. Now usually there, for most of the companies, there is a certain percentage which is allowed as tolerance for some of the material. The tolerances allowed will be about 3 to 4%, not more than that. But here, if you look, the tolerance is about 16 kgs, which is about close to 8%, and this tolerance is close to 20%. So let's presume that this quantity is fine. 8% is allowed for this material. Maybe let's say high wastage material, so it's okay. But this one, 20%, close to 20% is a huge difference. So that is never allowed in any type of company. So let's say the client wants to ensure that this stock is actually correct. The counted quantity is correct. So I need to do a recount. Go to MI11 to create the recount document. Enter the document, the original document number in which you have the material for recount. Enter the recount planned date and enter the document date, which is the date on which you're creating the document. Press enter. Select the item from the original document that you want for recount and save it. Simple. Now you want to change it, you go to MI02, enter the new document number, make the necessary changes. Go to MI21, enter the new document number, click on execute, enter the document number, print preview will show you the print. Once you want to enter the count, go to MI04, enter the new document number, the new recount date, and make the entry. So let's say during the recount they found that it is 180 only, not 160. Save it. You want to change, you go to MI04, enter the new document number, make the necessary change. Difference list MI20. Now I'm going to enter both the document numbers. Click on execute and it will show me these values. So let's say these values are fine and the client wants to post the difference. Even though for this material there is no difference, even the no difference quantity has to be posted to close that document. So click on post difference, it will directly take you to MI07 transaction. And the difference, because there is a difference in the quantity, the difference has to be updated using a movement type. So the differences in the physical inventory process will be updated using one of these movement types. 701 for addition to unrestricted, 702 reduction to unrestricted, 703, 704 like this. So since we are dealing with unrestricted stock, addition to unrestricted stock, movement type will be 701. But this is not the movement type. I need the reason code here. So press F4 and select the option from the pop-up. So here for 701, select any of the reason codes and save it. Done. So both the items are posted. Now when you look at the stock overview for those material, for any of those material, 942, the stock will be immediately updated. Right? 943, because there is no change, no difference, stock will remain the same. 944, since I have not yet posted it, it will still be at the old stock position. So I can go through this process again, select the item, click on post difference, or I can go directly to MI07, enter the new document number, the new posting date, and specify the reason for the difference. Now, because it's a reduction, you need to specify the relevant option here using the specific movement type. Click on save and let's post it. Now when you look at the stock will be immediately updated. So this way, the physical inventory process can also be carried out. These are some of the commonly carried out end user activities. In the next session, we're going to talk about the configuration of inventory management.